Sup, Future here. Welcome back to some more Trials of Cold Steel.
Trials.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I think it's Trials, but it's not. So it's Trails of Cold Steel. So what happened last time?
Well, basically, you just got to the school and you're in a special class called Class 7.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna call it.
Now you're doing Orienteering Exercise.
Okay, I'm gonna call it Trials because that sounds better. Ah, good force, nice.
What's this?
That's called a Masterport. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use our... Go on, give it a try.
Okay.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus.
Cool.
Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features, but I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do.
But no one's just nifty no more. She's not supposed to say it. This game
When you
is
step
new.
through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once.
Gee,
But
thanks.
when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around though, so don't let your guard down even for a moment.
Okay.
With all that said, let's commence our special orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have. If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
So I'll get lost at least once. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think she's joking.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything? I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here. And I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all.
He really doesn't like
If
him.
you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself. What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us!
He really doesn't like him.
If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you! I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down!
Damn. Should we follow them or?
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine. It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well, I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then.
Maybe.
So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
Is she still mad at me about what I did accidentally?
Yes.
Oh. Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Gaius Warzen.
That's his name?
Yep.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I've been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
He's got a point.
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an Orbital Staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Same.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
That looks cool.
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an eastern style of saber called a tachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Okay.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
Yeah, it is.
Craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
That's not something that you don't do. You don't get yourself into trouble.
So you know,
Yeah?
you probably edit out the battles unless I say otherwise.
Okay.
Whereas you'll get a little too repetitive.
Okay.
Record the first few fights.
First few of them?
Yikes! A monster!
Where?
Huh.
That thing?
Never seen this kind before.
I'll film this one.
Let's go. Here we go. All right. There.
My turn!
Go. Leave it to me.
My turn! Is everybody okay? Please tell me there aren't more of those things lurking around here.
I hate to tell you, but I can sense more further in.
Anyway, let's just stay alert.
So that's basically what the fights are like.
Yeah. There are different ways, and we'll try that in the next battle.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Oh.
This looks like another quartz. So we can fit this to our Arcus units. Most likely, let's give it a try.
So they're like part of my party or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that? Looks like an ornament. That's basically just 2-story health and stuff.
No, this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't need it though.
You took a bit of damage in the last spell, so
Did I?
yeah.
Okay.
Not much though, but still good to keep up your health. You never know when you might find one.
What is that thing? Well, it reminds me of the glass from Dead Request.
Yeah.
Except a lot smaller.
I don't think physical attacks are going to be very effective on that one against that monster. I think you're right. We need to rely on arts this time. Got it. Actually, attacking with that orbital stuff has basically the same effect as an art, just without the casting time. So if it comes worse, I could just attack up and smack it. Oh, really? I can see that coming in handy. Well, we're counting on you to lead the charge then. Here goes nothing. Yeah.
Looks like a smaller version of the glass, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From Dead Request. I used to watch it when I was younger, and I still watch it because I enjoy it a lot.
It's my turn.
Do you still watch it, Love Fox?
My turn.
Well, I watched it recently.
Yeah, so did I. Ow. So I can change wherever I want to
Go where the wind takes.
fight?
No, you take turns.
So should I edit out the rest of the battles then?
Yeah. Unless I say
I'm
otherwise.
starting
Okay.
to lose my sense of direction down here.
All the other fights that I run into, I'll edit them
Make
out.
sure we're not going in circles.
Don't add this one out.
Don't?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important, I think.
You think?
Yeah. And insectoid monster. Looks like a shell can take a real beating. Might be pretty tough to take down. Agreed, we're gonna count bits of ours against this one. We should probably give it everything we've got, arts and crafts included, and see what works best.
So don't edit this one out?
Take him
No.
out.
Okay.
Use your crafts, and you sit there pretty
My
good.
turn.
Okay.
There.
Damn!
All right.
Oh, this heals you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so don't use them too often because they use up CP and there are stronger ones that are better.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
So am I just controlling him?
No, you can control all of them.
Thanks, Ben. Let's keep moving.
How battle you are, just controlling him.
Okay.
So you can change if you want to.
Alright. I think I'll just say anything because he's the main character. You okay?
Elliot, are you okay?
I don't see any obvious injuries.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left my legs. I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
You need a hand?
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot!
Huh?
Oh no.
No!
Oh crap.
What?
What the hell?
Looks like I made it just in time. Adios for that.
Who's that? Oh!
Maybe his name?
No, it was the guy that hates
Oh,
the
it's
blonde
you.
haired guy.
It's Marcus.
That's the one.
You said your name was Machias, right? That's right. I came to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. Let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse. So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I acted foolishly, and I hope you can forgive me for it.
No sweat. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you. Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the three of you here?
Yeah, we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there. I see. I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you? I'm reasonably skilled with the gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard. The name's Reem Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Guy Swarzel. It's a pleasure. The pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Regnitz. Could I ask you what social class you each belong to? I realize how that must sound, considering my recent outburst. But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associated with.
Well, both my parents are commoners.
Likewise. But my homeland has no class system to begin with. Ah, so you're from abroad then? What about you, Reem?
Well, let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're all on equal standing here.
Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine. I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
Yeah, I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, so
From now on, I'm gonna add the fights unless my fox says otherwise.
yeah.
What's a place like this even doing on the school grounds?
Yeah, who puts a giant trapdoor in a campus building?
Right!
Yeah, level up!
We're just getting started.
Level up. Anyway, editing all the fights out is gonna take a long time. It's gonna take ages, but you know, I'm doing it for you guys.
Now
We
back
meet
from
again.
now on, BJ's gonna do Green's voice.
Yeah, because you know, I hardly ever talk. I hardly get to talk in these videos when they're talking.
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the four of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
No, you haven't.
Laura S. Arcade.
Ah,
I'm Laura S. Arcade, from the town of Legrand. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Huh. LeGrand.
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble. We're connected to the rest of the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait, So your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that?
No, not at all.
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes, and I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I, say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
And Milstein.
Oh, okay.
I'm Emma Milstein.
Milstein.
Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam.
Yeah.
I think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon I recommended for me.
Oh.
Oh, cool. You got an orbital staff too. Yours looks different from mine though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic.
Really?
I really need to clear these up with her, but what do I say?
Is something the matter? We're all acquainted now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
She's still mad at me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Lisa R.
I'm
Elisa.
Lisa R. from Brewer.
Elisa.
It's a pleasure to meet
okay.
almost all of you.
Almost all of us. Does she mean on me?
Yeah.
Oh my
Brewer,
gosh.
huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Rhineford Company is based in Brewer, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I suppose they are.
So, hey,
This is that what I remember?
I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to be nice. Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together?
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
You needn't be concerned about that.
Whoa. That looks cool.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them. 2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions. How's that sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
I like Lisa because she's blonde. And you guys
We'll see the 4 of you later then.
and you guys know I have a thing for blonde girls. You guys know that by now.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
I don't
It was
think so.
clearly an accident. Everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this? There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with her.
Yeah.
She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
Yeah.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire. And her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat. much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Reen. A hobby of yours?
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory. At any rate, how about we pick up the search? I'm worried about that silver-haired girl. And we still need to track down Duke Alvarea's son, too.
That's true. I couldn't care less what happened to that pompous ass. Rot down here.
Come on now. That's no way to treat someone you just met.
Yeah, so which way you want to go? Let's go right.
Now, just so you know.
The path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
Now, if any,
I feel only the wind blowing from the east. I bet the exit's that way.
Okay, guess maybe you should go east then.
yeah, if you guys don't know that I have a thing for fun girls by now, I don't know what to say to any of you. I've said I have a thing for fun girls all the time. I always say that.
Alright. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Ah. Now just go the other way.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
What's wrong?
More monsters?
No, not monsters. It's...
You're pretty sharp.
Who's that? Oh, is it?
It's the silver-haired girl.
Ah.
I'm glad to see you're alright. Though it looks like there was nothing to worry about in the first place.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me.
That's good.
Fee Corsair.
Yeah, I knew her name was Fee because that's what the instructor said when she was hanging on to the thing and she didn't want to drop. She said, "Fee, come on." That's how I knew that was the name.
Halfway through. Keep it up. Later.
Hey, wait!
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. I'm used to this.
Oh,
See you
okay.
at the end.
Wow, she is fast.
Yeah, you'll find out about her later.
Wow, that was impressive.
What just happened? Wow. She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet. Guess we really don't need to worry about her.
That was
Now I'm more convinced than ever that she knows exactly what she's doing.
that was impressive.
Yeah.
Just over halfway through? Has she already been at the exit and then come back?
Maybe, given the speed that she demonstrated. Now, this is one thing I don't understand. Why do some of it has voice at the end, some other parts don't? That's what I don't understand.
It's a Japanese game.
Stay on guard and don't get caught. Stay on. Do you hear that?
Someone's fighting up ahead. Come on.
Is it that?
Wait for me!
Is it that douche kind of person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Useless.
I don't want to help him though. He's mean to everybody. Looks like he doesn't need help.
No.
Incredible.
That was really something.
Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us.
Also, get help
I
if
take
he
it
did
that's
need
another
help.
School of Imperial swordsmanship?
Right. That's court fencing, an agile style favored by the nobility.
I wasn't
Judging
gonna
by
help
his
him anyway.
voice, he's no amateur.
Huh? Did you need something?
Sorry, I was just admiring your swordsmanship. I'm Reen Schwarzer. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier.
I'm Elliot Craig.
Guys, Warzel. Nice to meet you. I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Eustace Alvarea. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed.
What are you talking about?
After all that bluster about finding your way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off, and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy. Truly, the virtue of the common man. What, a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing.
What the hell is your problem? You really are all the same. So full of yourselves, it's a wonder you don't pop. And you're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alvarea is one of the highest ranking in the country. I'll bet you just love looking down on us less fortunate souls, don't you?
You're one to talk. I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the Imperial Governor.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought the name Regnitz sounded familiar.
Karl Regnitz, the first commoner ever to hold the seat of Imperial Governor in Heimdall. The first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young lad just so happens to be a chip off that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think?
What does that have to do with anything? Yes, my father is the Imperial Governor, but he earned that position through years of hard, honest work. Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born.
Perish the thought. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist, and a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble faction, led by none other than the four great houses. When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for the nobility suddenly seems rather cheap, wouldn't you say?
You son of a...
Marcus, don't do it.
Recommend Marcus or stop Marcus? Recommend Eustace or stop Marcus?
I'll recommend you because he's a douche.
I think you went a little too far, Eustace. Being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that.
Yeah.
Reed.
Perhaps I was a bit out of line.
Hell yeah, you were.
It may be for the best if I leave the four of you to find your way out of here together, while I make my way toward the exit alone, unimpeded.
I can see I've still got a lot to learn about the particulars of your social strata.
Yeah, I'm sad to say these kinds of disputes are pretty indicative of how the Empire is these days. How are you feeling, Machias? Have you calmed down now?
Yes, and I wanted to say I'm sorry for the way I acted. I shouldn't have gotten so riled up over such an obvious taunt.
Yeah, you do kind of lose your cool maybe a little too easily. But is it true what he said? Your dad is the Imperial Governor?
It's true. It's not that I was trying to hide it. I just don't like going around telling everyone. I don't like to brag.
Well,
But just so we're
neither do
clear,
I.
it doesn't change who I am. You get right down to it, I'm a commoner, head to toe. My father's salary is nothing to boast about, and he doesn't have any of the perks nobles are born into.
I know. Don't worry. Governor Regnitz is pretty well known for being clean as a whistle.
Really? I've heard the name, but I can't say I really know anything about him.
Well, that's enough about my father for now. We need to get moving. We've wasted far too much time here as it is.
He's right. We should get a move on.
Watch out! You see, I don't know how to break the ice.
This seems like the end here.
Oh, does it?
Oh no, there's another area to go.
Damn it.
Shouldn't be too long though.
Oh yeah, by the way, if video cuts like in two parts, that's because I've recorded for too long. Just letting all of you know. It cuts by itself. I don't do it. It cuts by itself. Just letting all of you know. Kind of like in Arabian Nightmares. That's what I called the Aladdin episode of Kingdom Hearts that I did.
Okay.
I should probably heal myself here.
Yeah, if you go to the end, this is the one we're boss fight to do.
Okay. So I don't cut this out?
No.
Hey, are we?
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
I have the nerve to call this an orienteering exercise. I'm not certain what I was expecting from an academy founded by Emperor Drygles. I can tell you, this wasn't it.
You can say that again. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. You've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What was that?
What the heck?
There.
I have to fight this thing?
Yeah.
A statue?
What the heck is that?
A beast of living stone?
That's just creepy.
Stone Guardian. I'm not sure what it says.
What's his face? And let's say that.
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Of course not!
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Here, I thought the worst
Hey,
was-
Buffos, just out of curiosity, what's your favorite Guardian in Devil Quest? Mine's Rhea, the one in the Sea of the Rats.
I'm sure.
This one's tough.
Mine's Rhea,
Careful.
from the Sea of the Rats. I don't know why, I just like it. He's basically a giant snake.
Yeah.
Even though I hate snakes, he's my favorite Guardian. My least favorite probably be the Hive, 'cause it's not really that good.
Yeah.
The Hive is basically a bunch of bees.
Leave it to me! How about this?
Here we go. There.
Leave it to me.
Is this my boss or Manager boss?
That's an angel.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How about this?
Whoa! That took away quite a lot. Did he kill himself? Was he really?
Yeah.
My turn. There.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. There.
It's my turn. How about this?
But that doesn't do much.
Too slow. Here we go.
Did he miss me?
Yeah.
Haha.
You missed too.
Damn it! Counter!
Come on.
Yeah, that's okay for laughing at him.
How about this?
My turn. There.
Did I get that time? Yeah.
It's my turn.
Almost done. Oh damn.
It's my turn.
This should do it. Yeah. Finally dead.
Are you sure?
Wait, he's not?
He's still there, isn't he?
All right, let's keep moving.
He said that's it. He says not. He says not it. What more does he want from me?
Is it dead?
No, it's down but not out.
Oh, that's one hell of a second win.
Looks like this thing has our number.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another round with it. Guess I have no choice. I'll have to.
Stand back!
What? Who's that? Is it the the silver head girl? Oh no, it's her. Oh no, it's them. Okay.
You made it.
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least. I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here. That's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Give it everything we have, but as you can see, it's rallying at an alarming rate.
But with this many of us, we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
So it's all come down to me then.
You! Arcus, activate. Air strike!
Ow.
An opening! Go! Eat that!
This one's mine!
Now it's dead, right?
Yeah.
It's... We did it! I think that's the end of it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
There was a shimmering veil of blue light surrounding each of us.
Was there?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys.
Well, you should be.
Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of mountain path that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbits you got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle ordnance, they let you use arcs, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync, even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather
Idealistic. Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It seems so random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation, but this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just a warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not?